So you want to rank your video on search engines like Google, then SEO is really important. So in this video, I'll be covering what you need to do with your video so that search engines like Google and Yahoo rank your video in Google search. So in this video, I'll be sharing 3 things that needs to be done with your video if you want to list your videos on platform like Google and Yahoo, and if you want people to talk about your videos, and if you want your videos to be featured on websites like Google, then this is the video that you should be looking into. So without wasting time, let's move on to the video after the intro. Do you want this? Yes, it's a silver play button and you can have it. Yes, you can get your own YouTube silver play button. How? On this channel I share YouTube diet, a diet for your YouTube channel which can help you grow on YouTube. So without wasting time, let's start with the video. So you have a YouTube video and you want to rank your YouTube video on search engines like Google, then this video is definitely for you. So what is metadata? The first and the most important thing that you need to learn is metadata and how search engines works. So search engine basically have a software called crawler, which basically crawls all the websites and add the website to the search results, and depending on the backlinks and metadata, the video should come in the search results either on the top or the bottom of the page. So how a crawler? So there is a software called crawler which basically scans all the data, all the websites, and then depending on the number of backlinks, they basically place your link either in the top results, okay, or in the bottom. So how this basically works is the number of times the keyword is in the metadata. Now what is metadata? In simple terms, if we talk about metadata is the first thing that a crawler scans, and it is the first information that is shared with the crawler. Now Google's crawler is called Spider. Similarly, every search engine has a different sort of program, a different sort of crawler. Now these crawler basically scans the data and then lists in the search results, and if you want to rank first on Google search, then you should work on your metadata. Now YouTube has only 3 things that you can work on. If we talk about metadata, then YouTube only lets you add 3 things, edit 3 things for ranking your video on search engines like Google. So the 3 things are either tags, description, or title. Only these 3 things can be edited. If you want to rank your video on search engines like Google, then you should definitely work on these 3 things. And don't worry, we'll take a look at all these things one by one. So let's come to the title. Now title is really important. Why? Basically there are 2 things that are dependent on the title. First is human interaction, that is how many people are clicking on the video. Second is title is really important for the algorithm to learn what is inside the video. Now we are in a generation of AI, and AI can analyze the video, what people are speaking, what is inside the video. But title is definitely really important to discuss what is inside the video. So title is really important for 2 things. First one is for YouTube's algorithm to learn what is the video about. Second thing is for people, for humans to click on it. Okay, now let's talk a bit about CTR. CTR basically stands for click-through rate. It is basically a rate at which YouTube is showing your thumbnail and title to humans and how many humans are clicking on it. Okay, so what is impressions? Impressions are basically how many times YouTube is showing your video to people. That is impressions. Now click-through rate is nothing else but how many times YouTube showed your video to people and how many people clicked on it. Okay, so a title should be a mixture of these 2 things, that humans click on it and the algorithms understands what the video is all about, what is inside your video. Now if we analyze big YouTubers like Mr. Beast, you will notice that YouTube provides you a option to add long titles, but I would suggest you to add shorter titles. A title between 40 to 70 character is best. Why? You should learn where your video will be featured. Your video will either be featured in the search results or in the suggested videos. Or if we are talking about mobile phones, then YouTube will feature your video in the suggested video below the video that people are watching. Now the space over here is really low, so if you add lots of keywords in your title, then chances are the title will be hidden and complete title won't be shown. So if we talk about big YouTubers like Mr. Beast, they have a title that is between 60 to 70 characters long, and the title should be really curious for humans so that humans can click on it and they have their curiousness. And once humans are curious, once your audience is curious and they start clicking on the title, so title should not be longer than 60 to 70 characters, and it should be a title that is really curious so that humans have a tendency to click on curious things. Now the second and the most important thing that you need to work on is the description. Okay, so how can you work on description? Yes, description, there is one thing that you really need to understand about YouTube description or the description of your video, is that you don't have to tag all the tags or all the search tags in the description. You can use 3 hashtags in the description, and I would suggest you to get the hashtag from AI websites like Gemini. So what you need to do is just head over to Gemini, and Gemini is an AI based chatbot that can provide you with the title, description and tags and hashtag as well. So what you need to do is just head over to Gemini, and over there you can search a particular title or hashtag for your video. Now you can add 3 hashtags in the description of your video that will allow YouTube algorithm to understand what is inside the video. Besides that, I would suggest you to not add any tags or tag tags in YouTube description because it is against YouTube policy. Now what I personally do is add a paragraph about what is the video all about. Let's take an example. If the video is all about YouTube SEO, so I'll write a paragraph about YouTube SEO and add that in the first few lines of the video, because this is shown in the search results as well. So try to describe the video as much as possible in the first few lines. After that, I would suggest you to add timestamps. Why? Because search engines like Google, they will basically scan the timelines and add in the search results. So timelines and timestamps are really important. Now let's move on to the next thing that is really important, that is the first comment. Usually big creators, they basically add their videos in the first comment and pin the comment, so that if a viewer is coming to your video, he's watching your video for some time, he's scrolling down and he goes to the first comment and clicks on the link and watches the next video. This is how helpful it is, and it can also help in SEO. So you need to pin your comment and you need to add your videos in the first comment. You can also write a few things and add a timestamp as well in the first comment. Now let's move on to the fourth thing, that is tags. Now YouTube themselves, they basically claim that tags are really not important. So big creators, if we talk about Mr. Beast, he randomly adds unwanted tags, and tags are really not important.